You're now watching Cần Thơ News of Cần Thơ Radio and Television Station. Here are the headlines. Cần Thö's Agriculture Census Steering Committee held a training conference to prepare for the 2025 Rural and Agricultural Census. Secretary Đỗ Thanh Bình led a delegation to survey communes and wards designated as official workplaces after the commune-level merger. The government issued Decree 116, providing financial support for livestock households and farms affected by animal disease outbreaks. Top news today. The Steering Committee for the Agricultural Census of Cần Thơ City conducted a training conference on June 9 morning in preparation for the 2025 Rural and Agricultural Census. The Rural and Agricultural Census, a vital effort conducted every decade, gathers essential data on rural, agriculture, and fisheries conditions to inform policy making and social-economic development. As the economic hub of the Mekong Delta, Cần Thơ City has been actively preparing for its role in this significant undertaking. By June 5th of 2025, information collection from households in both urban and rural areas was completed. Training sessions were held to brief team leaders and investigators on detailed procedures and implementation steps. The City Steering Committee emphasized the importance of strict and accurate execution, ensuring adherence to the Prime Minister's directives. To maintain momentum and quality, the City's Statistics Office is closely coordinating with relevant departments. The role involves updating data, resolving any emerging issues, and ensuring the census proceeds on schedule while meeting all quality standards. On June 8, the Cần Thơ City delegation, led by Secretary of the City Policy Committee Đỗ Thanh Bình, surveyed communes and wards designated as official workplaces after the city's commune-level administrative unit merger. The group inspected sites designated as future headquarters for merged administrative units. These included locations in Ninh Kiều, Bình Thủy, Ô Môn, and Thời districts, which are expected to serve as the new operational centers after the upcoming ward and commune mergers. The inspection revealed that the selected locations met fundamental requirements for infrastructure and accessibility. The city leaders praised the preparatory work by local authorities and called for continued efforts, specifically upgrading electricity, telecommunications, providing staff housing, and optimizing document management. The objective is to guarantee seamless operation from the official launch date of July 1st, 2025. The government recently issued Decree number 116, signed on June 5th of 2025, which outlines new policies to support the handling of animal diseases. Under this new decree, livestock households, production facilities, and farms will receive substantial financial support if they are required to implement diseased livestock. The recently issued Decree 116 introduces substantial support policies for livestock farmers and those involved in disease control. For pigs, a critical part of the livestock sector, farmers will receive 40,000 Vietnamese dong per kilogram of live pig if the infected animals are destroyed. The decree extends this vital support to other livestock, including buffaloes, cows, goats, chickens, ducks, and poultry eggs. Aquatic farms raising shrimp, crab, and fish, as well as those utilizing cages, will also receive significant aid to restore their production after disease outbreaks. Beyond direct livestock support, the decree also provides subsidies for individuals assisting in combating animal diseases. Non-salary individuals will receive 400,000 Vietnamese dong per day, while those receiving state salary will get 150,000 per day, with higher rates applicable on holidays. These comprehensive regulations are designed to facilitate recovery and will officially take effect on July 25th, 2025. The Ministry of Construction recently sent a document to the Ministry of Finance commenting on proposed amendments to Decree 90/2023 and DCP regarding road use fees. The Ministry of Construction has formally proposed to the Ministry of Finance, the agency responsible for drafting amendments to Decree 90 of 2023, the elimination of the road use fee payment stamp and all related provisions within the decree. The Ministry of Construction argues that while the original intent of affixing these stamps to vehicle windshields was to help authorities verifying fee payments, there are currently no clear regulations regarding which agencies are authorized to inspect vehicles or impose penalties for non-compliance. Furthermore, the ministry notes that the control of fee payment obligations is now integrated through the fee collection management system and the electronic information portal of the Vietnam Register, rendering the physical stamp obsolete. The Cần Thơ City Real Estate Association reports that land prices in the city have risen by 5 to 8% year over year, with a notable surge since late Q2 of 2024. Certain central areas are projected to see increase of 15 to 20% this year. This appreciation is attributed not only to scarce supply, but also to significant changes in planning, interregional infrastructure, and legal policies. The planned merger of Cần Thơ, Hậu Giang and Sóc Trăng aims to forge a new Cần Thơ defined by modern, sustainable urban planning. This expanded region will feature functional centers, satellite towns, and integrated development zones designed to elevate living standards and boost regional competitiveness. Infrastructure development remains paramount, with the Châu Đốc, Cần Thơ, Sóc Trăng, and Cần Thơ Cà Mau expressway nearing completion. Further connectivity enhancements, including the Ho Chi Minh City-Cần Thơ Railway, slated for construction in 2027, and preparations for the Cần Thơ Cà Mau line. Upgrades to Cần Thơ Airport and waterway routes are also expanding urban reach and fueling real estate growth. Recent legal reforms limiting and plot sales in urban areas are simultaneously increasing demand for legally clear land, attracting keen investor interest. A report from the Ministry of Agriculture and Environment indicates mixed results for rice export in the first 5 months of 2025, while volume surged by 12.2% to 4.5 million tons, export value declined by 8.9% to $2.33 billion year on year. Vietnam rice export landscapes in the first 5 months of 2025 presents a mixed picture, with volume increasing but value declining. According to a Ministry of Agriculture and Environment report, exports reached 4.5 million tons and $2.34 billion, marking a 12.2% increase in volume but an 8.9% decrease in value compared to the same period in 2024. The Philippines remains Vietnam's largest rice consumer, holding a 41.4% market share, followed by Ivory Coast and China. Notably, after a period of stagnation, the Chinese market is now boosting its import of Vietnamese rice, especially ST25 and sticky rice, with an 83.7% increase in value. Among the top 15 export markets, Bangladesh experienced the most dramatic surge, with an astonishing 515.6-fold increase in value, while Indonesia saw the sharpest decrease, plummeting by 97.9%. On June 8, the Southern Institute of Water Resources Research reported that heavy rains and increased flow from the upper Mekong River have effectively ended the threat of saltwater intrusion to agricultural production and daily life in the Mekong Delta. The Mekong Delta has recently experienced significant rainfall, with last week seeing widespread precipitation of 60 to 80 mm, and some areas receiving over 170 mm. This week, an additional 50 to 80 of rain is expected, coupled with increased upstream river flow. These conditions have substantially reduced the risk of saline intrusion, providing much-needed relief for agricultural production and daily life across the region. Despite the positive developments, authorities are urged to proactively manage drainage systems to prevent potential flooding, especially in vulnerable low-lying areas. The Southern Institute of Water Resources, however, still advises central and coastal localities to maintain vigilant salinity control measures. This includes storing fresh water and closely monitoring salinity levels during irrigations, particularly for sensitive crops like fruit trees. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.